Welcome back to Truth Games, where we expose the truths hidden in the net. In today's episode, we uncover the deep-rooted ideological legacy of the world's most influential billionaire right now, Elon Musk, and how a group of Silicon Valley disruptors known as the PayPal Mafia has laid the foundations for a new era of power, one where technology seems to rule over democracy. We have two stories. One takes us deep into the past, the strange and troubling history of Elon Musk's grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, a man who saw democracy as a failed system, embraced conspiracies about secret elites, and supported apartheid in South Africa. The second story brings us to the present, where we analyze how the PayPal Mafia group of tech pioneers, including Musk, Peter Thiel, and Max Levchin, consolidated control over today's digital world, from social media to military AI, from finance to global surveillance. Are we seeing the rise of a new technocratic world replacing governments and reshaping global power and core values themselves? Let's dive into it. Many have wondered what shaped Elon Musk's worldview. The answer may lie in his grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, a man obsessed with technocracy, race-based governance, and global conspiracies. Born in 1902, Haldeman initially pursued alternative medicine as a chiropractor before diving into racial politics. His core belief was simple but extreme: democracy was inefficient and should be replaced by rule of engineers, a theory promoted by the 1930s technocracy movement. This movement argued the elected officials were incompetent and that the economy should be run by a central panel of experts, engineers, scientists, and economists who would decide everything from resource allocation to public policy. It was a cold, calculated vision of society where human decision-making was reduced to numbers and ordinary people had no voice in governance. Haldeman rose through the ranks, becoming the leader of Canada's technocrats. However, when World War II broke out, his movement was banned, partly because it was seen as too sympathetic to Nazi Germany, and partly because of his anti-democratic ideology itself. But Haldeman didn't stop there. In the 1940s, he joined the far-right Social Credit Party, a political faction that blamed the world's problems on Jewish financiers and promoted wild conspiracy theories about global banking cartels. He openly defended the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, a fabricated anti-Semitic text used by Hitler. When Canada turned against his beliefs, Haldeman fled to apartheid South Africa, where he praised the racial segregation policies and dismissed concerns about black South Africans suffering as communist propaganda. His radical authoritarian worldview was never hidden, but today people are asking, has his grandson inherited any of it? I believe this question is rather rhetorical, as many could witness this strange gesture and extremely radical views of the billionaire on same political questions. When did such people get enough weight to influence the foreign policy of entire countries? Elon Musk has never openly supported racism or anti-Semitism, but his views on democracy, governance, and power bear striking similarities to his grandfather's. He openly criticizes democracy, calling it a system where least capable people make the most important decisions. He's expressed admiration for authoritarian efficiency, hinting that strong leaders, not elected officials, should be in charge. He has embraced conspiracy theories, especially those popular among far-right circles. He has spread false narratives about George Soros, accused Democrats of importing migrants to win elections, and allowed extreme hate speech to flourish on X social network, formerly Twitter. He seeks power beyond business, not just through technology but through controlling political discourse. His purchase of Twitter, now X, was not just about free speech, it was about controlling the largest digital town square. And his role in the current US administration is far from being second role. Musk's supporters argue that he is just an eccentric billionaire with strong opinions, but what if he's something more? What if he shares his grandfather's vision of a society ruled by tech elites where traditional politics is no longer necessary in an authoritarian utopia without free will. Now let's move to the bigger picture, the PayPal Mafia, a group of former PayPal executives who redefined the world's digital economy and built an empire that spans finance, AI, surveillance, and even outer space. This tight-knit group includes Peter Thiel, a billionaire investor who openly opposes democracy, calling it incompatible with progress. He funds far-right candidates and has backed AI-driven surveillance technologies. Elon Musk himself, co-founder of Tesla, SpaceX, and X, who controls key global industries and now has immense political influence. Max Levchin, a fintech innovator who helped shape the digital finance industry. And Reid Hoffman, founder of LinkedIn and one of the biggest political donors in Silicon Valley. Their research is staggering. These people had invested and built in such projects as Facebook, now Meta, the world's largest social network controlling digital information flow, Palantir, a military-grade surveillance company used by governments and intelligence agencies, SpaceX controlling global satellite networks, giving Musk control over internet access and communication, AI companies developing next-generation artificial intelligence with little government oversight. This is not just business, it's real power in the world where information and data rule over everything. With billionaires controlling social media, government and contracts, financial markets and AI, a new world order is emerging, one where corporate titans hold more power than elected officials. Is it really possible? What does this mean for all of us? Are we witnessing the rise of a digital oligarchy? Will tech elites decide our future while governments become irrelevant? What happens when billionaires control elections, speech, and even war? The PayPal Mafia didn't just create successful companies, they created a system where technology can override democracy itself, and with Musk's growing political ambitions, his grandfather's dream of a technocratic ruling class might be closer than ever. Final thoughts: who really holds the power? Joshua Haldeman's technocratic dream may have died with him, but his grandson and his allies are bringing it back to life in the digital age. From AI-driven governance to corporate-controlled economies, we're entering a new age of power, where billionaires, not governments, call the shots. So the real question is, are we ready to fight back before it's too late, or is it already too late to do something with the rise of digital technocrats? This was Truth Games, where we uncover the hidden forces of information shaping our world. Like, share and subscribe because the truth needs players, and the game seems only to start.
We in the game.